Hi friends, welcome to my channel Gunapravalika Uppala. How are you all? I'm good. So if this is the first video you're watching in my channel, so first do subscribe my channel, tap the bell icon and on all to get all my video notifications. So in this video, I would like to tell you how to draw basic diagrams in the AutoCAD. So I would like to show you two diagrams. So please take a screenshot. It will be useful while practicing. So now I would like to get into the point. So open the AutoCAD software. So, and a small suggestion here I want to give you all, while you are drawing, I prefer a hard copy of drawing should be there with you. Hard copy might be a printout according to your comfort, or else the diagrams which you see, you can draw into a paper. You can draw on a paper and keep aside while you're drawing it. So it's the best suggestion I prefer, so not to get confused or changing the tabs or changing everything. So let's start the drawing. So this is the interface of AutoCAD drawing. I have told you and shown you in the previous video. So the previous video link also I'll provide you in the description for your comfort. So this is the diagram. Now I'm willing to start. So see here, the top one is the front view and the bottom one is the top view of the object, of the component. So if you want, you can take a screenshot from here or the previous one I have shown you. That's the reason for showing the diagram for more time. So this might be helpful for you to get a clear. So see, I would like to draw first the front view of the diagram. So here we can draw this in the two types. I have shown you only one type of procedure of drawing this one. So initially, the two types I said, right? So first I will tell you the procedure that we can draw the mirror images or else complete drawing. So here I am drawing the mirror image. See, in the properties toolbar we have three labels there. So I have selected the third one. This is the line type. So here we have different types of lines in the drawing to describe different parts. So I'm selecting see here, long dash and short dash. So in this AutoCAD we use this for axis representation, and many people will use long dash, dot and all. So I'm selecting only dash line also. I'll tell you why we'll use that. So I have loaded those lines there. So let us start the drawing now. So as I said, there are two procedures to draw this drawing. So initially I'm constructing the center line of the image. So selecting the long dash and short dash line type. So I'll enter for the line and I am drawing the central axis for comfort. See there the dimensions. See, that is 0.3, 4 and all. So based on the screen size, the dimensions changes. So initially while I have opened the screen, I have scroll the cursor, so it is showing that 3000 and 4000. So in order to reduce that, I have zoomed in the screen, so that's what it had become 0.1 and 2. So adjust the line type and the line dimensions. So I have drawn a central line here and changing the line type into normal line for drawing the diagram. So first of all, I have taken the line. So this is the diagram. So this central axis I have considered, and that half which is of right side I am going to draw. So let's start. So I have taken a point on the central axis and see, I'm drawing a line of actually the length is 120, right? So I'm drawing half, that is 60. So 60 line I have drawn, and next 12 height. So see, I am checking the angle as well as length. 12 line and again the bend. So that measure. What is the measure? So half length, bottom is 60 and up is 27, that is 54 by 2 and 120 by 2. So that is the distance. So 60 minus 27, that will be 33. So the length of that line is 33. I have drawn this. And now the height, I am showing you the diagram. So what is the height? So total height is 40 and the bottom height is 12. So 40 minus 12 will be the height. See there, I am setting the angle 90. Yes. So 40 minus 12 will be 28. So height done. So I am joining it to the center line. Okay, the outer structure is completed. For exiting the command, I'll press escape here. So now I'm drawing the inner structure. See, that is the dashed line. So see in the below diagram, the diameter 30 circle, it is a hole. So from the front view, we are unable to see the hole. Hole is not visible from the front view. So as we are drawing it from the front view, that is the hidden object inside. So that is the hidden object. So hidden objects or hidden circles can be represented by the dashed lines. Similarly, side two circles are also represented in the same way. So we have got the dimension, that is a diameter 30. See, the small circles are also given like that. So height is 25 and the diameter is 30. So half length will be 15. So 15 and 25. So now I would like to take a line. So I am taking here 25 height and side 15. So I have not verified the angle here. So I am constructing it again. So the height is 25. There is small deviation in the angle, right? So I would like to delete and redraw. Setting the angle, length is 25, getting back. So this length is 15 drawn and similarly setting the angle, length is 25. Yes, complete. So I would like to delete the line here. So changing these two into continuous dashed lines. So it represents the hidden objects. So that is the intention for drawing the dashed lines. So I would like to change the dimensions of the dashed lines because after zooming out the image, it will be very clumsy. So in order to avoid that, I am changing the line type. So I have given line type as 2. So here while giving the 2, we are unable to see that. So I am reducing the size to 0.5. So select those and give the line type as 0.5. Okay, now see, we had a difference. So I am further reducing it 0.4. So see there. And as well as I am reducing the axis line type also, axis line type. So I am reducing it to 0.5. See, it's fine now. So it is easily visualized the axis line, dash line and the complete line, our drawing line. So it's done. Now I would like to construct the holes. Draw the holes. So it's open. See the hole, I would like to draw a center line for that. So center line is apart 45 mm. Center line of small hole is apart 45 mm from the diagram center line, that is component center line. So first I would like to draw that center line. and the diameter of the circle is 10 mm. So from the center line it will be 5 mm. So after drawing the center line I will draw the 5 mm line. So in order to construct that, I am taking the construction line, that is axis line, and selecting line also. So it is apart 45 mm distance, right? So 45 mm, done. And I have extended it up with no any dimension as you wish. So I have extended there and deleted this one. So here in AutoCAD we can extend the line directly until up to what dimensions we want, like this. So I have constructed the central line of the small hole of diameter 10. So it is a hidden object, so hidden circle. So we are unable to see that from the front view. So I am constructing this also with the dashed lines. So I am giving 5 mm, setting the angle 5 mm. Yes, done. So I have extended the same. So 12 mm height. Like I have changed the properties 0.25. So it is clearly visualized. The same line I have to get the other side, so I am using mirror option. See here, we will get the clarity by keeping 90 degrees straight up. We will get this. Here it will ask whether we need to keep the original copy or not. It's our decision, it will ask. So we need to keep it, so that's why we need not to erase this. So now I'll copy this complete, I'll mirror this complete one to the other side. So selecting the mirror, central axis it is asking, the second point of the mirror line, so we can give as a points. So I'm not erasing the original one. So our diagram got constructed. So I have extended a little bit of our central line. So now I have finished my front view of the diagram. So this is the front view of the diagram. So while going on the practicing on AutoCAD with different types of diagrams and all, it will be very easy. Very easy. It will act as a base for different advanced softwares. So having hands-on practice on AutoCAD will give us ease to understand the other software. So now I would like to draw top view. So first I like to construct the central line as it is available. So first I would like to draw the circles. So small circle is of diameter 30 and 54 is the big circle. So now taking the center diameter circle, so constructed a line. So I have forgot to change the line type, so changed. See now for diameter 30, entered, fine. Next, similar way. So here in this a small option is there. Whenever you select the object, so it will represent the center point of the object. So if you select the circle, it will represent the center point, and quadrant points also represented there. So now I would like to draw the small 2 circles along with the radius 15 circle and the diameter 10 circle. So first I have changed the line type to draw central axis horizontal. So see, I have touched the circle and I got the central point representation. So I have drawn a line. This is the central axis line, horizontal. As vertical is there, I have drawn the horizontal central axis. See, for representing the axis lines, there are some rules that only long dashes should intersect each other. Short dashes shouldn't intersect each other. So long dashes should intersect. For any dashed lines, it is the rule, and it should touch the object boundaries. So now I would like to draw circles. So have to draw a circle here. So the distance is 45 mm. So I'm changing this in order to differentiate the baseline and the construction line. So see, this is the distance is 45, center to 45. So I have got the line there. See here, while we are drawing two views in the same diagram, views should intersect, the dimension shouldn't change. So wherever the hole situated in the front view, the hole should be situated here at the same line. So here see the box, green color box will be visualized. So green color box at the line or end, it visualizes the end point. So it makes us to notify the end point. Now big circle of radius 15. So that radius is 15. Fine. As I have the circle is in diameter mode, so I am taking diameter as 30. Done, right? So observe that the quadrant points are also notified, end points notified, orthogonal point is notified. So right, we are going to construct the lines now. Lines can be constructed from center to center, means that there's the quadrant point, or else we can construct it from the base point as we like. So from there to that point, it represents the perpendicularity, that is perpendicular. So now I would like to mirror this line. Sometimes due to small deviations it might deviate, it might create some troubles, means it will not be that tough, but we need to be careful while doing mirror. So first select the object, mirror, first point of the mirror line and second point of the mirror line. If there is a small deviation in the angle, so there might be small disturbance in the diagram. So here it is that not that clear, so I have deleted it. I have taken a line and drawn it again, like intersecting this point. See, there will be a green indication line while we are drawing this. So it's done. So now I'm trimming the extra parts. So TR, enter 2 times enter after entering the TR, it gives direct subtraction of the material. Sorry, I have trimmed the extra material, so only this circle is to be trimmed. So it's done. So now I would like to mirror this complete structure to the other direction. So I would like to mirror this. So mirror, center point of first point of the mirror line and the second point of the mirror line. Exactly. So now our mirror is done. Mirror is completed. So our drawing our diagram is done. So now the second stage of drawing is dimensioning our drawn diagram. So dimensions we will get in the annotation. We can give here, or else we can go directly to the annotate icon, which is present in the top ribbon areas where home, insert and all. So I would like to give the dimension. So it's 120 we got. And while here the dimension should be given carefully because what is the problem here? The point wherever we touch, the dimension will be given from there. So this is angular dimension. Okay, so we need horizontal dimension. So I am drawing here from the center. A small point might change the dimension, so you need to be very careful. So in AutoCAD, I have drawn this like this because so in AutoCAD we can edit the dimension there itself. See here, now I will show you. So there is 40.03. So the dimension is 40. So I can delete that and replace it as 40. See, just for the modification, how to change the dimension, I have shown this. So for dimensioning that line, so taken the dimension. So I need to select the top and bottom points. So top here, see a small point variation will give any variation in the dimension. See, a small variation, so it's 25. After entering the dimension, press escape, so it will modify the dimensions. So after dimensioning this all, I have used all types of dimensions there. So radial dimension, angular dimension, everything will be in the annotation. So different options we have. So I am opening the annotation toolbar. So here in the annotation toolbar we have a separate area for text modifications and dimensional modifications and center line modifications and leaderboard, which I have given for 2 holes dia 10. So that is a leaderboard. So leader, so standard leader will get an arrow mark with a text. So as it is appearing big and remaining all appearing very small, right? So now I would like to change that. So it is in the standard ISO 25. So now we have option to change it. See, we have seen that, right? And different types of dimension. So this can be used for dimension, or directly in the home you can use for dimension. See, there is a small arrow mark beside the dimension. So a new tab is popped up. So use modify. So a new tab will come again. So we have different options, lines, symbols, text and all. So text height it is 2.5, so it's very small. I have changed it into 5. So and changed complete standard into ISO standard. So isometric. Okay. And close. See, dimensions completely modified. So a direct dimensions text size has been increased. So here text height I have changed from 2.5 to 5. So this is the one. The small arrow mark is used for the popping up text modifier. So I'm saving the file on the desktop with the drawing one. So my file is saved. There in the command toolbar we will get Q save. That means the file has been saved. So first diagram is completed. So now I would like to show how to draw second diagram. So what is second one? Now I will show you. So this is second diagram which I am willing to show. So it has been covered arc, circle, square and out structure construction and each and every type of dimension. So now I would like to show how to draw this. If you want a screenshot you can take, or else you can draw this while you are practicing. It's my best suggestion to draw the image or drawing which you are seeing or which you are willing to draw in any design software. It will be very easy for while you are drawing or designing anything. Means I'm not telling about the very big diagrams, but for small diagrams, small components, we can use this technique. It will be very helpful. So now I am opening drawing 2 template to draw this. So my drawing 2 interface has been opened. So now I would like to draw the diagram I have shown you now. So first, for drawing any diagram, select a base point which you are comfortable to start the drawing. So I have selected left bottom corner as my base point. So from there I would like to start the diagram. So I have taken line. Main important thing for any diagram, for any assembly, for further any drawing softwares, the drawing, you should first analyze the drawing whatever you take. So from where we need to start and where we need to end, where will it be comfortable. The same drawing, while you draw from different scenario, it will be very easy. So first you need to select the start point. So I have started the left bottom corner. So first the line is 40. And now distance for up. See, in some diagrams we will get only 90% or 80% of dimensions. Remaining we need to assume or we need to analyze from the diagram. Some diagrams will be symmetry from both sides, or the distances will be equal for other sides. So that's what they'll not mention all the dimensions. So I have taken first length 40, second length 30, and third is the short length is 10. And the height I have entered is 20 for the next length. So done. And the horizontal distance is 30 mentioned in the diagram, and the vertical distance 30 mentioned in the diagram. So next, the vertical distance. So it is mentioned 100 and 10 as the width. So after that, height is 30, horizontal distance is 10, and the vertical distance is complete 90. So but we have raised a height of 30 beneath, so that we entered 60, and the total length as it is mentioned below 110. Sorry, I have done a mistake. 1 minute. So the mistake is below dimension, that is have given 90, right? So that is wrong. So that is 100 minus 40, it will be 60. So total 110 and the side width is 10 and here is 40, so that will be 60. And up it will be 10 and side horizontal 10, sorry, that is before is 30 and this is 10. This will be 60. 90 minus 30. So that will be 60. And here the complete distance is 100 plus 10. So it will be 110. Done. I stop. See, that will coincide. There will be small identifications in the diagram if dimensions are not mentioned specifically. So I've been starting the diagram again from the left bottom corner, considering the line. Okay, see here. So the complete length here I have entered is 90 plus 20. It will be 90 itself, where there is an arc of 20. So see here. So it will be 20 and there is a line of 20 again. See, it will be based on your analysis of diagram. So I have analyzed on base of the square below that line and the circle. So here is that one. So now the corner should be filled with the arc. So I have selected an arc which is very comfortable. So the need I need is so the start point, end point with the radius. So it will be easy for us constructing the arc. So where is? So in the start, end and radius. So start point, end point and the radius we can enter there directly. The radius is 20. So we entered. So the outline of the diagram is completed. Outline of the diagram is done. So now for easy comparison, I would like to show the diagram near to our drawing. If in case there is another option also, you can import this diagram into the AutoCAD screen itself, as I have told that trick in the first video. introduction basics. So there, so this is the one outline has been done. So we have to draw the inner parts. So 2 circles, third one small circle and a square. We need to construct that. So the circles, 2 holes of dia 20 and big circle is of dia 40. So here the one more thing I need to tell, for the tools you have used, so for line, for circle, for arc, whatever it may be, there are different identification marks for identifying the points on the object. So for the line we have 3 points mentioned, that is the end point with the square icon and the middle point with the triangle icon. So wherever, in whatever dimension or direction, whatever thing you see, the central point will be the triangle. Triangle is the representation of the center point. So I am taking the line, see that the triangle with the green one, I am extending that up to the next edge. See, that is the perpendicular. So we will get the right angle symbol wherever joint is perpendicular. So I have taken an axis to draw these 2 circles because they are located on the same line. So for that ease I have drawn a single construction line. So now I would like to take a line. So for what? For constructing a horizontal axis for the big circle. So where is it located in the diagram? It is parallel to the 30-30 distance line. So that's why I have constructed there, and I am changing the line type for easy identification. So I have changed it. So now I would like to construct the circle. I am extending it because it is the construction line. So now it's done. So now I would like to take the circle. So that is the center point of the circle. See, it is the perpendicularity of the 2 lines which denotes perpendicular symbol. So there we need to construct a circle of diameter 40. So it is done. And the distance between those big circle and the small circle, what is the height? So we need to calculate that. See, what is the height? The diameter of the upper circle is 20 and here is 40, and the total height from the center point of the larger circle to upper line is 60. So in that 60 you remove the radius of the big circle, that is 20, and the radius diameter of the small circle, that is 20. So if you remove 20 and 20, so that is 40. So the distance between the centers of larger circle and the small circle is 40. So just I am extending the construction line, horizontal construction line. So now I am taking a circle, first a line. So I am taking that as my center. This is simple calculation. I have told you as a calculation, but in the diagram it is very clear that it is parallel to the corner of left. So from there, directly if you move the cursor from that line to here, it will show the green axis which shows perpendicular. So from there I need to draw the circle of diameter 20. So this is one type of calculation, and we can draw this, or else directly we can understand the logic and we can extend the line from there and draw the objects. So now from here the circles are 50 apart from each other. So I have taken a construction line of 50. So from there I will draw the circle of diameter 20. So that is the end point represented by the square. So I have done with the construction line, so I am changing it. So it have become the normal one. So now I am extending the construction line, and it's done. So I would like to have a addition of construction line for the circle. So here, as it is so small, the construction line is not visible. It is similar to line. So I would like to change the property. So I am changing the line type to 0.5. So now it is visible. Yes, right? So these in practice or learning will help in getting faster. I am telling too slow because for ease of understanding for you. See here, I am using a small technique. The circle below, the left below, the top corner is intersected with the 40 line, and the bottom, the center will be, as the bottom line is of 40, the center will be 20. So from there the circle has been drawn, and the height is 40. So from there I have taken a 2-point circle and drawn easily. Otherwise there is another procedure also. From the left bottom corner where we have started the diagram, we can draw the line of 20 horizontal and 30 vertical and draw the circle from there, or else it might be a simple procedure. So now I would like to draw the square from here. So for this also I have used the same trick where the square is situated one of the sides are parallel to the bottom left corner circle, and other is the circle located there. So see, I have shown you that. So that is the distance and that is the coincident point. So for drawing a rectangle, from here it is showing the line, from here it is not showing the line. So I would like to take, see, it need to show a green line but it is not visible. So let's leave that. I would like to construct a line from here, just a parallel line, not with any dimensions and all. So just a line I have drawn here, and so this line can be intersected like this, so perpendicular. So that is the point the line ends. So from there I have drawn my rectangle. So it is a square of dimensions 20 by 20. So I have given 20. So I would like to give the central axis lines. Okay, here I have done a small mistake. What is that? I have given only one side dimension 20 and remaining side I have left like that. So you need to change the dimension of other side also from the default value to 20. So there are different types of changing that. I have redrawn it again. So I have tried to get back the line. So I have taken a line again, coinciding the circle and that. Yes. So that's the line. The green lines will appear. So I have constructed a line. So from there I have constructed the square. See, 20 tab minus 20. So our square is constructed and I have deleted the line. So now I need to give the center axis for the square and circle drawn below. So I'm taking the construction line there and extended this and enter again the line. So that triangle represents the middle point. I'm going through the same parallel, and again see, the quadrant representation will be with the rhombus. For the circle, the quadrant representation will be in the rhombus. That is, it represents only 4 quadrants. We can change the number of quadrants also in the settings. I will let you know. So I'm changing the properties of the axis lines because they are seems to be a normal line. So I'm changing the line type. So I'm giving 0.25. So now it is clear, that's the axis line. So our diagram is done. Now again the second stage of the diagram, that is dimensioning, starts. So I am starting the dimensioning also from where the diagram drawing has been started. So from where you start the diagram, so better to start from there, dimensioning. So first of all, give the outline dimensions of complete one, and then use radial dimensions for giving the circles dimension. So the dimensions should be aligned. It should follow isometric standards. So dimensions are done. Dimensions is completed. So size is also visible. See, for the circle, I have used the text leader for giving 2 holes, dia 20, and every dimension should be aligned. So our diagram is done. I have saved with drawing 2 on the desktop itself. So our drawing is completed. So we can change the symbols also. We can change the text, I have told you before. So there will be different symbols for diameter, angle, boundary line, delta, flow, ohm symbol, omega, square, subtract, whatever it might be, all symbols are available. If not, other symbols you can also add. That is the symbol. It will pop up only when you select the text. See here, now it is represented in the form of radius. Now I will change it into diameter. So dia 20. There itself we will get the shortcuts. For diameter it is percentage C. In the text here, if you type percentage C, it will get directly the diameter. So symbol is directly imported. Percentage C. Okay friends, hope you're clear with the video. If you have any doubts or queries, you can share it in the comment section. I will respond. If you find information in this, do like, share and subscribe my channel. Do share this video with your friends. I'll be with more interesting videos coming up. So hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day. Enjoy. Bye-bye.